welcome everyone. Welcome to the second edition of Falcon Candid Chats. This time we have the NXMT team, and they are almost CSTG compliant, and they are following track 5 religiously, I can say that. So we have the dev team, the QA team, as well as the security advocate of NXMT, and we'll have some questions to them. This will be a candid chat. So my first question: how did this whole journey about track 5, security and these things started for you? What was the experience like?
It was a wonderful experience up till now. Like, if I begin it with, it kind of happened like when the Project Falcon was introduced. We came to know about track 5, about application and data security. In our team, it was brought in by Sashi. He gave us the very first presentation about the CSTG, what are the methodologies involved in it and how we will be involved, like what would be the participation from our end required. That was a beginning where we came to know about secure coding, TSB, vulnerability testing, and what would be the dev participation, what would be the QA. Probably after that, we had a follow-up session by Abhishek. He executed an entire training for all of us so that we can get to know about the tools and the techniques which were involved in it. And that is how our team got involvement in it, and then each one of us have kind of played some role, but it was all under the we were all following up Sashi's lead, what exactly was he asking us to do. So probably like I participated in threat modeling section. I particularly enjoyed it as it was involved with you had class diagrams, flow diagrams associated, so you can link your application very conveniently. We had other people who were looking into secure coding in PSB section, so probably like they'll add on to it.
You say that you have implemented CSDL, right? So what do you think? Does CSDL actually work? Did you notice any differences? You found some vulnerabilities, anything like that?
The first thing we observed is the best result is from immediate result, I can say, is from the static analysis report. So that says as first the code which we are writing daily has something which we have to take care of. So simply we write the code and we give a release. So when CSDL comes in, we started taking care of the JUnit test cases. We implemented first, and then we have implemented the JTest secure coding guidelines. So the unit test cases helps us to verify our code at the very first level, so which helps us to reduce the number of bugs first. And then the security thing, the CSTG rule set. So this helped us to reduce the secure vulnerabilities. So these are the two things which we first observed immediate impact of CSTG on that. And then moving to the IP Central part, so that took care of all our third party jars. So even IP Central gives us the jars, right? So the final report, even we have changed some of the versions like the Spring Expression one, which is a major vulnerability. So we need help with that as well.
Coming to the QA folks here, we have Thomas and Ranga Babu who are from QA, and we'll ask them that what was your experience like, and there are some tools which I have heard of in security. Did you run those tools? What was the experience with those tools, and what were the security bugs you found?
Yeah, so we had quite a few number of tools which were around there. 3 to be precise. So we got the time from and help from the security advocates and also the people who are in charge of the tools to run it. So initially, if I talk about CSDL, we always had this fear, like how secure is our product, because customers are dealing with it on a day-to-day basis. So how secure it is from your side. So at the end of the vulnerability testing and everything, you come to know like the number of defects or vulnerabilities which are present in your tool are very less. So it is kind of, you can say, a good feeling and a relief. And I'll give credit to the entire team because they had initially itself done the entire round of stuff regarding with IP Central and things like that and secure coding, so which had considerably reduced the number of vulnerabilities which were already present in the tool, I'll say, and to know it was very secure is a good feeling.
So how was the security advocate's role in the whole this process? Because just to let you know, security advocate is the person who drives all the security stuff for a certain project, and each project is assigned one security advocate. For NXMT, it is Sushant. So I'll just like to ask the team that how was the security advocate role?
So he was our first point of contact for what and everything we want in CSTG, right? So stuck in IP Center, we don't know how to do PSB. We don't know the abbreviation of PSB as well when we started CSTG. So he's the guy who drives us, so what to do on what and how to do on that. So he's helped us very much in the implementing CSTL for NXMT. So even he has more ideas on it, so which he is about to publish on for some of the tools like IP Central and PSPs as well. So it's good to work with him.
Okay, great job, Sushant. Some of the technical challenges, let's come to that part, which no one actually talks about, and let's talk about that. So, what are the technical challenges that you are facing? What are the blockers that you have, and what are the points of improvement that you think can be done from your end as well as from track 5 ends, from the Falcon management end, that can help you in this transformation?
The improvement part is whenever we start with CSCL, right? So we have less knowledge on what we have to do. So we expect a little more training on how to do this. Like we have some of the nest campaigns now. So if they happened sometime long back, so there might be more projects might be already implemented CSTL. So it's first we have to explore the applications, the IP center. So we know what to do on it, but we have to search how to do on it. So the training is we have to follow the video, but in our current timelines we don't get time to follow the videos. So first thing is we need more understanding on the tools which we are using. The second thing, while using IP Central, we face some issues like while adding the dependencies. So internally some problems which we have faced. So we already reported them to Sushant as well. And the PSP, so Dinesh has worked on the PSP part. So when we see the PSP Excel, it's a hell lot of things which we have to. So first we have, for understanding the PSP only it takes around half a day. So from the timelines perspective, it's a major impact. So when we know what we have to do already on it, so it's easy for us to.
So earlier version of PSP was very less, and we have to fill in Excel sheet, which was very good. But now PSP 5.0 is very lengthy one, and we have to spend I think entire day and as well as next day also. So it's a very lengthy.
So I'd like to bring in Sushant here. So Sushant, can you please answer the question?
Yeah, I was about to talk on this, but before coming to that, firstly, being a security advocate, the first day I met this team, I was amazed by the passion they showed towards security, especially towards adapting themselves to CSDL, right? They had worked on a few phases of CSDL, and I can see in their eyes that yes, we want to be the first team in CSTG East to be CSDL compliant. So that was the kind of passion that each and every member of the team showed. Coming to the challenges what they're facing, yeah, I do agree with Dinesh as well as Sasi. There were a few challenges in IP Central as well as in PSP gap analysis, but that is how we actually face the challenge, right? So if you think filling the form is a challenge, then you cannot proceed further.
Correct.
Because the latest version of PSP 5.0, it's an enhanced version. It also includes the SAS requirements as well. But the Excel sheet, it was just the regular requirements. But the latest version is an updated, enhanced form, which includes the latest software as a service requirements, SAS requirements. So that is a must for you to fill it, because that will actually evaluate your application based on the requirements.
What I feel that PSP 5.0 it's a standard form, right?
Correct.
So can we segregate this for software and as well as your hardware? I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, it's a combination of both.
So can we segregate these two things? For software, this is the part, and the hardware for these are the part.
Yeah,
because
you can.
we are from the software fields,
Right.
so we don't know more about that hardware.
Exactly.
So it's included in both including the 5.0.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that is confusing to us, right?
Yes.
So every time we are coming to the Abhishek and Sushant and we are asking this question, so boss, this we have to fill or not? They will suggest, yeah, don't fill. But what I want to just segregate these two things, with software part and hardware part.
Yeah, perhaps that is a good feedback that we'll use. We'll definitely pass on to the CSGL team,
Right.
to the PSP gap analysis that can be improved.